Hi, I'm Dan Troop, the Job Search Mechanic, here with episode 20 of my Job Search video series. And today I want to talk about how you can use stories, yes, I said stories, to help you win the interview, advance in the job search process, and land your job offer. Now, specifically, I'm going to cover three topics. Number one, the problem with only focusing on common interview questions and answers. Secondly, an explanation of what a star story is and how you can use these star stories to advance in the interview process. And then finally, an actual example of using a star story to answer an interview question. As always, before we get started, you can find all the details, the instructions, and the tools on this specific step in my AdvantEdge Job Search Process in my book. Links to purchase this book are shown down below. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more job search videos every week. Let's get going. Now, if you're a job seeker in today's market, you know that the interview is kind of what stands between you and getting a job offer. Trying to prepare for an interview by reading articles that are out on the internet like 75 or 100 common interview questions and answers that you need to know, that can be pretty frustrating. I know for myself, I can barely remember what I had for lunch yesterday, let alone memorizing 100 different interview questions and answers. And let's say even if you were to memorize all those questions and answers, you're probably going to likely sound like a robot in the interview delivering your prepared answers. There's value in reviewing potential questions that you might be asked in an interview. But my emphasis is on the word review and not memorize. I don't advocate memorizing long lists of questions and answers. It's just not feasible, and it's not going to give you a competitive advantage over the other candidates, and that's what you want, that's what you need. Instead, I recommend developing a manageable library of stories that you can adapt to anticipated interview questions. You need to learn to align your stories as answers to a position's requirements and the organizational culture for each targeted opportunity. Now, what do stories have to do with the job search process? Nothing if you want to be viewed as dull and unremarkable in a job interview. Everything if you want to be memorable in the interview process and stand out from your competition. You know, structure matters for the stories that you tell in an interview. Clarity and brevity are your best friends. I work best with a roadmap, so I do like the STAR story structure. It goes like this. S stands for situation. What was the situation you were facing? T is task. What was the task you had to take on to address that situation? A is action. What action did you take or actions to complete the task and resolve the situation? And then R, the payoff, result. What was the quantifiable result with metrics, if you can, from your action? Now let's examine a real-world example of framing a STAR story for an interview to address a specific job posting requirement. Now, I pulled this requirement from a job posting I found for a social media manager position. It said, develop and implement platform-specific strategies to grow company presence across Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn, as well as any emerging social media sites, with a focus on follower growth, engagement, and click-through. Now, understanding the need that our buyer, the interviewer, seeks to satisfy, we can develop a STAR story from our past experience to demonstrate how we effectively align with this key requirement. Situation. Well, the prospect engagement with our company's social media presence on the major platforms had flattened out with no growth for the past 12 months. My task? We needed to create a strategic approach to attract new followers and increase engagement with solution-specific content. The action? I collaborated with the product marketing team to first determine what issues resonated with our target audience. Then I produced a new content library focused on today's most critical challenges. And finally, I leveraged a new social media solution to automate daily postings from our content library, putting those postings on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn. And the results were excellent. They were really impressive. Over the next 12 months, we averaged a 10% increase in net new followers across all 4 of these platforms. And we drove an overall 15% increase in engagement as measured by our click-throughs to the hosted content. Now you can see that in addition to delivering your answers in a compelling format, this star story structure helps you provide the answers clearly and efficiently. Nerves and lack of preparation can contribute to long, rambling, and bland answers. You'll find that star stories keep you on track, and they can be delivered in 2 minutes or less. Just go back and check earlier in the video. How long did it take me to deliver my star story? Leveraging stories as a part of your interview process is a critical step in completing this successful job search. I describe it in detail in Chapter 12 of my Job Search Guidebook, Selling You the AdvantEdge Job Search Process. It's available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and directly from my website. And as I always maintain at the end of these videos, if you're looking for a resource to walk you step by step through your job search, and that includes detailed instructions and tools to use at every step along the way in your job search process to getting that job offer that you seek, then this book is going to be a great resource for you. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and of course, follow me on LinkedIn. All those links are down below. Look for episode 21 to drop next week, and thanks for watching.